My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is June 26, 2023. It is 3:28 a.m. I started my list when I turned off my computer. I had already a list for you guys. I had I would say maybe 9 or 10. So I went through Twitter to see what else is happening. I added more. Now I have 19. So I have a lot to share with you. One of them is a bit puppy animal thing. So it's not that major, but the others seems to be interesting, so I want to go over them. All right, so let's go on Twitter. This is the first one. This one, I saw it yesterday. I share it with you on my community board. All right, so let's get going. Okay, as parents to young children, it's our responsibility and duty to protect and ensure the safety of our children how we see fit. Isolating their toddlers away from the limelight, this is Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan's way of protecting their 2- and 4-year-old toddlers. All right, so these are images of them. Oops, what's happening? Okay, let me. No, I don't have time for this. Okay, so this is the image of, the Sussexes and their kids. All right, they share whatever it is that they want to share with us. But this one,
why we don't get to see.
I started listening to that, and then the moment that I hear him saying about the kids, I pause, knowing that I'm gonna record now. I want to leave my opinion for that, and then I wrote something on the comments. So let's listen to his BS now. 42 seconds.
Why we don't get to see anything of the children of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex for his coronation in Buckingham Palace, where he raised a glass apparently to Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, saying, well, Prince William got recognised via social media by other senior members of the British monarchy. Everybody was wishing William a happy birthday on social media platforms. Well, one stoke up a fire and basically say it was dreadful that nobody did the same thing for Princess Lily. Once again, I have to point
who was saying that? Who was saying that? I don't know. I didn't come across it. I think many of the squad usually said, not during Princess Lily's birthday. Okay, we were too busy worrying about the fundraising that we were doing for Kaboom. So we don't care if Harry and Meghan put a picture of the kids. They used to do that, okay, put it with a charity so some of us could, donate to the charities or whatever. But the people in the UK find a way to discredit that. They be hating on it. So now they don't do that anymore. What do we do as the Sussexsquad? We don't even need the pictures. We pick a charity that we want and then we raise money for it. So you people are freaking crazy over there. And I think in my comment on this, and I was like, if this guy was in the US, I'll call children social services against him, because his dumb ass should mind his own business. Why is he worrying about kids? With the reputation of the UK having with children and pedophilia and all of that. But let's continue with this BS, because this guy needs to be in freaking prison.
British monarchy have no connection whatsoever to Prince Archie or indeed Princess Lilibet.
Do you not remember?
Well,
why we don't get to see.
If you guys were nice and said positive thing and stood up for them when those haters are bashing on those kids, maybe they would have done that. But you guys have shown yourself. So why play along with you? Meghan and Harry's fan don't really need to see pictures of the kids. Whatever the Sussexes want to share with us, we'll be more than happy. Guess what? You want to see them? Go watch the docuseries on Netflix, because there's images of the kids. You could see the back of their head. Go see that, okay? Alright, let's see here. Sir, you are a grown-ass elderly man obsessing over a 2- and 4-year-old toddler. It's giving creepy. Yeah, it's giving creepy. Okay, it's giving creepy. It's giving weirdo. Leave their children alone. This behavior is freaking disgusting and unacceptable on every level. Why are they obsessed with seeing the children? The internet is dangerous, and with the uptick in AI, I, as a normal person, don't post my kids on social media. Those needs to see them do. Okay, so there's me here. If he was in the USA, I would have called Child Protective Services on his ass. A grown-ass man asking to see 2 toddlers. Is he for real? Selective memory, I see. Did he forget why they wanted to pay for Fragmore and eventually left the UK? The UK is unwell. Harry and Meghan don't want to parade their kids. Crazy alert. Okay, 17 people like it. William denied newborn Prince Archie in front of the camera of the national media, his first nephew. Okay, why will these haters who openly there it is. Okay, why would these haters who openly despise Meghan and her children and don't pay for them want to see their children? Are they all demented perverts? That's what I'm saying. The reason why Harry and Meghan wanted to pay for Fragmore, because the tabloid in the UK consistently asking to see their personal lives, because the taxpayers were paying for their cost of living. Harry and Meghan said, no, you're not gonna see my personal life. I will share with you what I want to share with you. So what did they do? They decided to pay for Fragmore, and then eventually they had to leave because you consistently getting into their business, and this is the main reason they left the UK. You guys won't leave them alone. Okay, one of many reasons.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option.
Okay, go away, creep. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet because I have a lot to share with you. These people are ridiculous. They have nothing better to do. Alright, this is Henry VIII. So it started here. She was responding to this. Okay. They want Harry and Meghan to regret leaving the institution so bad. There's this. So Henry responded to that. It's why they go after their business contracts so hard. They are used to controlling people through money. That is true. Alright. Let me read these and then go into the main one. There's like 73 comment onto that. I'll just read few of them. Okay. So this is some of the things people respond and Henry VIII. Okay, exactly. They're also trying to create this toxic culture around them in the hopes that people will feel reluctant to work with them. And they'll be like, haha, look, nobody wants to be their friend. Yeah, that was the whole plan. The second they decided to leave, okay, they took away HRH, they took away all sort of things. They did not want them to associate. When I mean them, Harry and Meghan, they did not want Harry and Meghan to associate with the royal family. Okay, so they took anything that had to do with royal, or in other words, they still HRH, okay, but they did not want them to use it publicly. They thought these kind of things, it's what attract business people in the US or some sort. Okay, I'm telling you, there's one comment. I don't know if I bookmark it in one of those tweets. I'm like, they say they're BS. They know it's BS, but yet they buy it themselves. It's like where they said, there's a saying, drug dealers should not be using their own product or something like that. So this is them, right? They buy their own BS. I mean, I could understand you spewing nonsense. You understand yourself it's BS, but you don't buy it. You do the necessary thing, but you're hoping the people you're saying the BS to buy it, okay, and conform to your demand based on your BS. But for some reason, they drink their own Kool-Aid. They think this is what makes people successful outside of the UK. And the UK, maybe yes, it works. with titles, with those medals they be giving people. But in the United States and probably around the world, they don't recognize those nonsense. You could work, you have money to produce and do things. Yeah, people recognize that. All right, so let's read some of the comment. Exactly, that's why it's imperative of the Sussex Squad to be several steps ahead and not discussing or debating their deal and contracts through their own perceptive lens. Let Archewell do the negotiation and public relation. I mean, we do not know what Harry and Meghan are doing in terms of contracts. If you look at all of my videos, in the corner I say, in my humble opinion. So when we discuss things, it's just discussing. We do not know. But when they do come out, okay, when they do put something out, the final product, okay, right now we don't hear a damn thing about the Sussexes from the Sussexes. Okay, I'm talking about the Sussexes coming out and saying something, or their representatives saying something. We do not know what they're doing right now. So this is just discussion. But when the tabloid is saying sources said the Sussex is doing such and such, X, Y, and Z, this is where we come in. We shut them down. Okay, they do not know. Harry and Meghan literally told us they do not deal with these people. So when they come out and say they're nonsense, we either shut it down and say, look, you don't know crap, or something like that. If it was them, this would have happened. You know, we insert our opinion into certain things, but we can defend something we do not know. I don't know if I'm making sense here. All right, let's continue. The royals are dependent on their reverence status for the very thing the family courtiers can plan their way out of paper bag. It's a comical how bad they are at basic strategy or plans. They truly don't know how to deal with people willing to walk away from them or have options. This is the thing. Meghan, okay, Harry too, okay, and his own ability, because they didn't really pay that much attention to Harry. Harry was doing his thing. He was creating, he was doing all sort of things, and then they took credit for it.
But what was your thinking in coming together? Whose idea was this?
So that's my motto is exactly that. Why another charity?
Whose idea was this? I mean, who was it? You or Prince William or
The Royal Foundation?
Yeah.
Can't even remember.
Guess who benefit from it before Harry and Meghan left? The institution was benefiting from Invictus, because Harry was passionate about it.
And we will always say yes to becoming patron of a charity that we believe in and that we're incredibly passionate about. But I think in today's world, you have to be involved with things that make sense to where your passions lie, rather than potentially turning up to a charity once a year.
Thank you. Nice to see you again. I was just looking at, it's been a while since I last visited. So yeah, definitely when things get back to normal, I'd love to come and say hello to the team and everyone down there as well.
I think it was 2012 that you were last here.
It only seems like yesterday, Graham. It shows you how quickly time goes.
To where your passions lie, rather than potentially turning up to a charity once a year.
And he was making it work. People were around the globe recognize it and all of that. So now that he left and he knows how incompetent they are, so when he was leaving, they were trying to grab this stuff, all of the things that he did, okay? But that one, that Invictus one, he was like, nope, you're not taking that, okay? He took it with him when he was leaving. Look how good Invictus is. Go on my community, but I need to put not community, but on our part, or someone suggested use the word pure in it. It's become part of my trademark. So what is it? Our part of pure service. I forgot how I changed it. It changed a little bit. Before it was our part of service, but the word pure is inserted in it somewhere. So that channel, I talk about all sort of charities that Harry and Meghan have done, and Invictus is one of them. Okay, I need to like put more stuff out, like things that they're doing, other things, charity work that usually popped up on Twitter. I need to put those things. I'm so busy with this channel You see the amount of tweets I share with you. So I don't have time to put some of this stuff on my other channel. But the whole thing is that Harry knows and he's passionate about his work and he does it well. So that one, they will not take it away from him. So when Harry and Meghan split from the Royal Foundation, when they no longer work with William, so what they did was that they trademarked their brand, the Sussex, I forgot which way they put it, Sussex Royal or Royal Sussex or something like that. So I think this is one of the reasons they told them they can't use HRH or Sussex or whatever, like as if this is the only letters that are in the alphabet. So this is why they now, in my humble opinion, they come up with the Archewell. Okay, because once they split with the Royal Foundation, they were there to help William. This is the thing, many people can fathom the fact that Harry and Meghan were there to help William because he is the one who's heir to the throne. So they were there to help William, and jealousy and all sort of things happen, and they have to split, create their own. So when they decided to do their own thing, one of the things I believe, I could be wrong, hopefully I find something to back that up, is that they trademarked their Sussex Royal and all of that, and things got a little bit heated and they leave the country. And I think one of the things that they told them, they can't use HRH, I believe, as a commercial use, because now that Harry and Meghan have trademarked the brand Sussex Royal or something like that, so they told them not to use that, thinking that they cannot make money, right? The whole point was to make their life a living hell, for them to call back to the institution and for the institution to humiliate them again. So they drop it, they don't use it, and they create their own brand name, Archewell, because they just don't want Harry to do anything. I mean, I really don't know what the UK, the Brits, see in the institution, because anyone with goodwill who's trying to do things to help the country as a whole, they smash it down. So tell me how it is that they're helping the country. It is being playing right now, right in front of them. How are they helping people? Because they're not about advancement. In some of my videos, and I bring how the Industrial Revolution started in the UK and all of that. They were about bright ideas and innovation and all of that. What's going on now? What is happening? I mean, the US is almost in the same boat, but people are fighting. They're suppressing people's ability to create, to produce, to be smart, to be innovative. What is happening? They're dumbing down people. I do not understand. You could see truly right in front of you how the institution is working tirelessly, putting people down. But okay, it would have been okay if they were so bright themselves. They were creating, they were producing, they were innovative. If they were doing that, we would say, okay, let them do their thing. But they're not doing a freaking thing. Nothing. I do not understand why the UK, the Brits, are not complaining about this. You have two people, Harry and Meghan, who were doing good things, and you have Meghan, who stepped in. I literally call it for a second. Some of you said no, it was in perspective. Okay, for a few seconds, Meghan was over there. Look how much work she did to help people. Look what they did to her. They smear her name, they trash her, they did all sort of things, all sort of psychological warfare, and then they chase her out against you guys. You guys should be upset about that. Look what she did with the cookbook, SmartWorks, and some other thing. And I think the dog, there must have been something that happened where she no longer a patron with the dog shelter charity things and stuff like that. So there must have been something that they said where, you know, when she was leaving, she donate to the charity and then left. She said she's no longer a patron of it. Okay, I could understand that, but what happened? What pushed them to do that? Because Meghan will not be participate on something that she's not passionate about,
which I take seriously. And at the same time, I think in these beginning few months and now being boots on the ground in the UK, I'm excited to just really get to know more about the different communities here, smaller organizations who are working on the same causes that I've always been passionate about under this umbrella. And also being able to go around to the Commonwealth. I think it's just the beginning of a...
There's a lot to do.
Really?
There's a lot to do.
So they must have tell her drop that too. But they think having numbers of charities make something happen. I don't know.
So you're affiliated, as many in your family are, with many, many charities. You're patrons of certain organizations. I read that you have about 15 charities that you're affiliated with. Your brother and sister-in-law have about 35, but that's less than some other members of your family, right? You all are doing it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
So how do you focus?
So,
And tell us, that by contrast, how many charities might other royals be affiliated with in different generations?
Hundreds. My grandmother had to rewrite the rule books to a certain extent. My father, my mother have also done it their way, and now we're the younger generation coming through, trying to do it our way because the world has changed so much. We believe that by streamlining and by bringing people together in order to effect real positive change is the only way forward. And it worked for previous generations, and we will always say yes to becoming patron of a charity that we believe in and that we're incredibly passionate about. But I think in today's world, you have to be involved with things that make sense to where your passions lie, rather than potentially turning up to a charity once a year.
Harry did talk about that in the Obama Foundation. Okay, what kind of a world we will live in or something if you have, hundreds of charities you patron of, but you can't even focus on one of them or something like that. I'll put that particular clip. I misquote him, but I'll put the clip. All right, so let's go on. Well said, you are so right. Exactly, which is why Sussexsquad should shut all who are promoting Murdoch talking point about Archewell. Exactly, this I 100% agree with that. Okay, it's been glorious to see Squad decipher that Murdoch strategy. True, Harry and Meghan will just sit at home and write books if they are not allowed to work. Yeah, that too. I mean, we are in the United States. Okay, so I did say I was gonna go into that, so I spent too much time. Okay, let's do what's here. I spent too much time on the other ones. Whatever is here, that's it. It's just not gonna happen though. That man's mind is made, and Meghan, that's barely 2 years of her life. She is a 40-year-old woman. 2 years don't define her. Okay, so where did she getting that? Okay, they want Harry and Meghan to regret leaving the institution. How is that? He's the one who... Okay, it's just not gonna happen though. That man's mind is made. Okay, meaning Harry. He made up his mind he's not returning because he's creating his family, his life outside of the institution. And Meghan. Definitely. Meghan is definitely not going back. She already see how they are, and they show her who they are. So there's no reason for her to go back. Remember, Meghan had a life before marrying Harry.
What did you study at college?
I double majored theater and international relations, and then I went and worked for the U.S. Embassy for a bit. And
she was a self-made millionaire. She was doing her thing. As a matter of fact, marrying Harry is like a freaking monkey off her back, a load that dragging her. But she loved that guy. There she is. She's there with him, and Harry loved her. So they tackling it together, because there's no way Harry would have done this on his own with, if he had, let me not even go there. If it was somebody else, I don't think they could handle it. Okay, that's barely 2 years of her life. She is a 40-year-old woman. 2 years don't define her. Okay, it's why they go after her. So that's the one I went into. My guy got his own money, his own car, living in a mansion. He ain't coming. Okay, yep. And at book and homeless to their delusion. Or ever. Like ever. He's never gonna come back. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. I spent too much time on the... Oh my lord. It's gonna be 2 videos. I'm like on the 3rd tweet and it's already 20 minutes. Okay, this one I share it with you. Oh my god. So what they are basically saying is that Harry and Meghan have been building Archewell Production from scratch, trying to find a staff that fits and projects that are in line with their brand. And the projects they put out have been #1 and award winning, and this is a problem. And that's Harry's okay, they had some ideas that work and become a success, and others that didn't work and were shelved, and this is a problem. That's what we call running a business, but some people can't relate. Even when they are hating, they can't deny the facts. Okay, what is that? Okay, undeniable, her global reach is still okay. Alright, seen a few supporters saying they should perhaps give up the production arm of their business and do other things. I mean, Archewell, okay, it's brand new. It's brand new. It's about what, 3 or 4 years now? 3 years, like around 2020 they came out, right? No, probably 2 years when you think about it. If it's I remember around 20, they left at 2020, right? I want to make sure my timing, because the pandemic was really holding them back. Okay, I don't remember the year Archewell came out. It could have been 2020 or 2021. So technically it's still brand new. It's just that the work that they did have been magnificent. There's pure professionalism behind it that makes it award-winning. So they working at a level where some businesses, okay, probably in their 10 years or 20 years, well, not 20, let's say 10 years, at least 10 years, okay, to be recognized at that level. Okay, so they are like in that, let's put third year, okay, let's assume third year, but technically I think it's like 2 years. They're pretty much brand new, so they're still testing the waters. So just because something doesn't work the first time, that doesn't mean you have to drop it. I mean, Meghan have been in the business, okay, and the business and acting and all of that. She knows how this thing work. Not everything you do is gonna be accepted. All right, so let's see here. The thing I see Squaddies post sometimes is astounding and often leaves me shaking my head. The thing is that, what was it, yesterday? I think I have some of them bookmarked for this video, or maybe in my second video, is that there were some people who were creating account that's similar, that mirror some of the squad's account. Okay, so now what they're doing is that they're pretending to be Sussexsquad and then trying to whatever narrative they're having. Okay, so they use that particular account to pretend that it's the squad. So it's not the squad. Okay, the squad have their heads in their shoulder. All right, you can always sell those who have bought into the tabloid spin, but I also think a lot of those are infiltrators pretending to be squaddies. All right, there has been an influx. Yeah, yesterday the squad, some of the true Sussexsquad put a list of all, a screenshot of people who mirror some of the Sussexsquad. She was showing similar account to hers. Are you trying to put some logic on the same people who think Harry and Meghan, or trying to tell them specifically something by the color of their clothes? I salute your patience. Okay, you reminded me of the one who swore on national TV she gets WhatsApp message from Harry. Oh, did they? Oh my goodness. You know what I saw the other day? Maybe I saw that there were people who were copying my list, the people who I follow. Twitter usually tell you that someone who follows you, and then I don't know, I was able to see it, that they are following the people that I follow. Okay, it's like they go in my account. Let's say, for instance, this person here, let me show you. Okay, this is their Twitter page. I could go there, whatever the way they do it, and they see who they following. For instance, here 3,049 people. Okay, and they grab all these people. Okay, they find a way and grab all of them. Okay, so some people were doing that to my account. I didn't bother, I don't care. All right, so let's with that. So what they did is that they do that, and then they create a profile of those accounts, and then pretend to be those people. That's what I think. All right. So next week. Okay. If only he had a spare palace or two. All right. The Daily Telegraph. Okay. Ending homelessness is my life's work, says Prince. Just Prince. Okay. He probably didn't say that, but they just put his picture. That was a comment I put. Where did I put it? Or did I tweet it out? Okay, there's this. Will he give up his Uber helicopter? Steady on. Only Sandriam and Balmore, so that's 2 right away then. Alright, how about stopping illegals? Illegals what? Okay, oh, there's my comment here. Okay, I won't be hating. All I have to tell him is good luck with that. Glad he's no longer passing or shifting his duty to his dead mother. Because there was a time he brought that up. He said his mother would be very disappointed. And my response to that is like, what are you gonna do? Because you are alive. Your mom did what she needed to do when she was alive. But now you are alive. What are you gonna do? So there he is. He's talking about it now. Alright, that's all they could do. Lift services. Okay, glad he's no longer passing or shifting his duty to his dead mother. Now, let's see how he battled this mountain of a government who puts people in poverty. Good luck with that.
Mine's learning.
Good luck with that. I love to say that that's the woman who said that to Kate. Good luck with that. Okay, I thought his life work was bringing peace to the Middle East. They're throwing nonsense out there, hoping people forget. Okay, now he's forgetting all about that life's work to pretend to fix homelessness. I'll bet he can't even referee an argument between his kid, let alone solve any real problem. Okay, so that's the screenshot here. My life works. Prince William says bringing peace to the Middle East is his life mission. Last week, the father of 3 described his profoundly moving visit to the tomb of his great-grandmother's Princess Alice in Jerusalem. Yeah, there's some stuff that's going on in the Middle East. I don't share them because they're so graphic. And so many young Palestine, they're killing over there. What is he doing about that? If he said this was his life work, bring peace to the Middle East. Okay, what happened to the Middle East as his life work? Is homelessness is a new PR front? Probably. But this is the thing. The squad takes screenshot. We remember the BS they threw out. Okay, which life though? The one he's living now, he's already wasting 20 years being work shy. Now he wants to be the house and land avenger. Okay, what happened to his lifelong ambition to tackle the Middle Eastern conflict between Israel and Palestine? Okay, I feel sickening whenever I cruise past Windsor Castle. The ground go on forever. Miles of grass that support and provide nothing except one tax evading family. Can you imagine the food you could grow there? People need land to grow food. Can you just imagine that? I mean, whatever. Next one. Now, William Windsor announcing he's going to end homeless in 5 years. Oh, he said 5 years now? I didn't read the article, just the headline. By doing what exactly? He's always talking but show no action. He made so many promises in the past and hasn't completed any of them. So there's me here, king of lip service. That's all he is. Wonder how is he purposing to do that? He's forever saying this or that. Let's see if he actually carries out by completing these sayings. Action speaks louder than word. That's why I said he's doing just lip services. Okay, I read the article because someone shared a screenshot. He is partnering with an organization and throwing money at it. In the article, they only mention him and one organization, but not the other. Alright, he must have resolved the conflict in the Middle East. Next project, ending world hunger. The squad remember. What? LOL. Okay, so let's move on. Next one, I think same topic with him. With the homelessness. Yep, that's it. Okay, Prince William is going to end homelessness as part of his life's work. There's a slap in the face, just like bringing peace to the Middle East. Yes, he really said that. Alright, so there's that. I show you. Let's see this one. Okay, Prince William pledges to make peace in the Middle East his lifelong project after a historic 5-day trip to the region. These people live on PR after PR. Nothing of significance. Okay, I think this guy, You know what? Let me not go there. Let me not go there. Talk about Palestine. All right. Good luck with that. That's me saying that again.
Good luck with that.
He also vowed to respect his wife and will. Oh my God, the squad or something. He also vowed to respect his wife, and we all see how well that's going. That is true. Oh my Lord, the squad or something. There's 3 comments under it. Let's see here. There's this. Oh, okay. So back out. I don't see them. Usually haters. If I have to go dig deeper, it's haters. Okay. Has he started working on his piece and the East project yet? There's a laugh. That boy. Okay. That's a commercial. Oh damn, that looks scary. Okay, Megalomania. Judge 3rd was convinced that he could turn water to wine, and Prince Philip's mom thought Buddha was her lover. Oh, what did she? Because I know that Philip's mom went a little bit cuckoo. Okay, really is about due to continue the family tradition. Oh, they love to call people crazy. Now it's showing. Oh my God, this is crazy. It looks scary. William has been wanting to tackle every issue he knows nothing about, going on 13 years. That he doesn't tackle his lack of education on the topic is telling. All air, no substance. Oh wow, you know, as this comment made me realize, I haven't heard much about the wife now. What happened now after he told the wife not to touch him? Okay, next he's going to claim to clean up all the plastic waste in the ocean. Next project, world peace. Yes, he said to both, but not yet to see any progress. Saying and doing are 2 different things. Kate is the same. She talks about the importance of the early childhood development, but did nothing. Yet, well, let's just give her credit on this one though. She keep on repeating that though. Have she repeated lately? At least she sticked with one, but this one, the husband is picking so many different projects, nothing have been resolved. Okay, yet they say Harry battled with the press of impossible. There's a rolling eye. With his work ethic and lack of commitment, he won't even be able to end homelessness in London for 1 year. That's why I said he had a mountain of the government to deal with. He needs to pick a struggle and actually work at it. That's for sure. Let's go to the next one. Whew. Crazy people over there. Next one. Okay, so there's the squaddy who was showing other bots that were mimic the Sussexsquad's like account. Okay, I saw the British royal family's new strategy is to mirror Sussexsquad account on here. These are new accounts set up in May and June 2023 to mirror my account on here. So that was hers. How automated is a bad campaign like this? Wow. So they did that to mimic hers. Okay, comments granddaughter. There's this. They try with the name, that is. Wow. Comment. Yeah. Wow. All of these. Not all of them, but the one, let's say the top one. Okay, so she has another automated mirror bot impersonator account. Wow. Her name as well. Comment granddaughter. Wow, wow, wow. See how she write her name here? She's the true squaddy. Alright, they are wasting taxpayers' money. That's for sure. This is what I'm saying. They're playing it right in front of us, but people are not saying anything. Alright, it's weird because some of those accounts have Japanese text, crypto links, and anime avatar. I don't understand how a campaign like this operates. Alright, let's see here. Okay, digital account, mainly Japanese, some Russian, and few UK, US, all pay to hate. Wow, wow, wow. It's gonna backfire at one point or another. Okay, even I had them, as was pointed out to me yesterday. Oh, let me see mine. Okay, what's my one? Pure. Let's see if I have. I don't talk that. Is there any? Pure YT. Pure Buzzer. I mean, Pure is fine, but is there entertainment? Oh, Thankflix Pure Entertainment. Maybe that's the closest. Pure Entertainment, but there's the Thankflix in front of it. Okay, Pure, not much. Okay, mine is very complex, so Team Sussex at the end. Me too. Okay, Sibuzi, I think we need you. That's a good one. They tag Boozy. Okay, they got you too, sis. Okay, yes, they are giving us work. Okay, reporting and blacking is now. Okay, 3 for me. All right, so these are the squad who's showing theirs. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, there were some people. Am I following some of these people? Okay, so like this one I'm not following. This one I think I'm following. Okay, let me leave that. No, this person. VB. Okay, so you follow. You know, let me not run right now with trying to follow Sussexsquad because they may not even be the ones that I don't follow too many. Okay, next one. Okay, so there's Henry VIII here. Okay, so many rules that were created just to try and shame Harry and Meghan are really coming back to bite the royal family right in the ass. All right, which is what they deserve. So what did, oh, the balcony thing, I think that's what it was. They, you know, working royal could only stand on the balcony and all of that. So now it's coming to backfire them. I don't know. The royal family is thriving. There is a strong respected group of working royals. Okay, sorry, what rules we're creating. All right, so okay, I need to go into that. Let's see that one. Okay, the working royal rules, they say only working royals can appear on the balcony to spite Harry and Meghan. Yeah, that's what I remember. Now the same people that made up that rule are the same ones that want to get rid of it. I mean, what the hell? Nobody care about the freaking balcony. People with common sense, nobody care about freaking balcony. One of the squad said in one of those old tweets, it's in one of my old videos, that now that Harry and Meghan are making their own money, they could buy or create as many balcony as they want, something like that. All right, I want to come back to this. Okay, I'm here for it too. That's what liars and hypocrites deserve. Okay, the emphasis on working royals is my favorite one. Okay, I never thought I see the Queen of England, whose job is to promote British fashion, wear and French designer Dior at a very British event ASCAT. Yeah, I didn't really follow this thing, but whatever popped up on my community board, like don't touch me to this one, I share it with you. But I didn't really look into anything else. If the squad don't share it or don't talk about it, I don't care. Okay, working royals is an insult to the working class. Working royals is an oxymoron. People who wake up every day and brave the element to earn a living, to pay taxes so the royal family can live on excessive opulence. Hardworking royals is an insult dig at the working class. Alright, there's this. They are in their flap era. So who's that? Okay, so this person here, what's going on here? Oh, that's probably one of the bats. They whatever. Okay, well, if you say so, okay, it must be a fact. So so now they're doing that thing now. Okay, some of them are doing the what is it? They what is it? This one, for instance, it just created. It's one of those hate account, the bats. Okay, these are one of the bats. The squad just went into it and took a screenshot and said, look, you just create this and you only have 8 followers, so you're not for real, you're not one of the squad. Okay, it's not probably one of these. Okay, there's this here. Sure, the monarchy never been stronger. Camilla is glamorous. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, if you think so, I'm not gonna deny. Everybody have their own eyes, they could see. Hey, you think it's glamorous? By all means, but you guys didn't see Princess Diana glamorous. If you look at the way this one, if you look at the way Princess Diana used to dress in the 90s or whatever, it's still relevant now. But if you look at the one who's still living, wearing some freaking window kind of dress type of thing, you'll be like, what year was that? All right, so next week. Okay, just when I thought KP and royal family couldn't get any more desperate, buying bats to impersonate us, Tampon and Baldy truly are pathetic amateurs. I shared that with you with the squad on my community board. There they are, the bats again. I'm following the lead and updating my handle. All right, there's that. Good idea. The bad buying royals are showing just how desperate they are. They're coming for the Sussex Squad as if we're the root of their problems. They need to take a long look in the mirror. The source of their problem lies there. That's for sure. All right, exactly. That's my God, those GIF. Those squad, very suspicious indeed. Look at the eyebrow. Oh, we need to take those Photoshop away from the squad. Okay, was it the British royal family really suck at this? I mean, their blueprint have been working for centuries. It's just now, you know, with the squad are, you know, disputing their nonsense. They can't deal with that. Now we're throwing their nonsense right back at them. Okay, the British royal family really suck at this. They haven't figured out by now that the Sussex Squad has too many geniuses at work. They can't fool us. We laugh at them and then get to work. What is it? Buff? Okay, I see what you said here. Buff. Okay, the buff is a sorry opponent. They can't fight their way out of a paper bag. Okay, they've been admitted they can't beat us without playing dirty. Pathetic by KP. Okay, OMG, one created to mirror your name in June 2023. This is scary. I mean, I don't care. I mean, if push come to shove, there's I watched the Johnny Depp thing. So there's people who could let's say if push come to shove and then things have to go to court, you could hire some expert to dig this, you know, the foundation of things. So I'm not worrying about this, knowing the kind of things that can be done to discover those people. So like one of the squad did, they tag Buzzy. Okay, very regal. This is such a crazy ploy, but then it shouldn't really surprise me. Yeah, I'm like, there's other things to worry about. This is nothing. Let them do their nonsense. All right. Okay, I guess the squad who came on Twitter for a purpose, we know what we're all about. Every day there's BS coming out of the UK. I just don't understand how these people could just create BS every single day. I have something to share with you every single day because of BS that coming out of the UK. I haven't talked much about Harry's work since, what was his last work? Spare? What else did they come out? Now Invictus, definitely I can't wait for Invictus to come out. I'll have so much content for you guys, but this just BS. If you know why you came on Twitter, you know, everything else is just noise. Okay, at least for me. Okay, so there's me here. Then I see some Sussex Squad were showing Twitter account that mirrored their Twitter name. Alright, that's the one that I just shared with you. So they're trying to, oh, did I read this? Okay, I'm going to start blocking people at this point. The way some of you are attacking Taylor is unwarranted and vile. Taylor hasn't said anything about Meghan and is not the enemy here. Alright, so this was the tweet. Okay, so there's me here responding to that. Then I see some Sussex Squad were showing Twitter account that mirrored their Twitter name. So they're trying to pin Sussex Squad against Taylor's fan. I don't know. The UK is masterful at pinning people against another. Look at their hateful work globally. Every country they step foot in, they destroy it in the same manner. Okay? Keep that in mind. That's all I said. So that's all they're doing. So that was the plan. The plan is create account that mimic the Sussex Squad, and then what they do with their thing, they don't attack us anymore. They go and attack some other celebrity with that bot account, and then to create chaos. So we know what it is. We just have to ignore. Guess what? If it's not you personally who did that, so when the person is responding, it's gonna go to the bot. So if you're following bot, you're gonna see this nonsense. That's all it is. Alright, that's why I stopped myself from not clicking to follow these people, because you're gonna get the hate back on your timeline. That's all it is. Don't follow the bots. Alright, right. And I doubt Taylor and Meghan even think about each other like that. They both have too much going on. Okay, let's say, actually when I saw this I was thinking of the word woke. Okay, Taylor Swift is woke. Her family is a bit, I think she has something on Netflix. There was some part, I didn't watch all of it, where she had some discussion when is it the 2020 or 2016 election, where she was talking about substance. Okay, she wasn't about Republican or Democrat. Okay, she's like, they taking away right, they doing this, they doing that. She's like, no, I'm not gonna support them. I don't know which election, if it was the 2016 or the 2020, so one of them. So she's fully aware of what's going on. All right. She's even gave Meg a GIF. Oh, when was that? Okay, I don't know anything about this. Okay, how about her friend who attacked Meghan? This is the thing. If the fans are not aware of some of this stuff, so if you're following the hate group or the bots, so when the fans attack the bot back with that account, you will see it. So just don't follow the bots. That's all. Alright, how about her friend who attacked Meghan? Where's the outrage? Meghan is literally being piled on for no reason here. You just need to know the tactic. Then pile on the friend, not her, if anything. Okay, and we're literally calling out her friend, the F. Alright, I don't follow any Swifties who attack Meghan. I have a better taste than that. I mean, okay, let's see this one. Okay. There's some music of hers, you know, that sounds good, but I don't follow a lot of celebrities anyway. So it's not like I'm literally don't want to follow her. There's nothing I want to follow her for. All right, let's see here. Well, the base tweet is literally full of Swiftie attacking Meghan for no reason. Okay, I'm not seeing them. Yeah, so I'm not gonna look for it. I'm not seeing them. So this is why this is the campaign here. The royal family, the how do you call it? The tabloid can't really do it. They don't know how to attack it. So what they do, they're pinning the Sussexsquad against Taylor Swift, like I said. So if you're following them, if you are the true person, just don't follow the bot. Unfollow, then you won't see it. I don't see any of these on my timeline. Okay, folks need to be discerning. Tabloid literally joining them into wars with large fandom to weaken them is not okay. It's not a new strategy, but what do we know? All right, yeah, it's not new. Okay, yes, and this is exactly why that article was written. Murder cannot defeat Harry and Meghan. So what better way to pitch someone with a big fan base? There it is, to spread the hate. This is exactly what they wanted. Okay, how about criticizing the fan? Just don't respond. Okay, remember, a fight need at least two people. A fight need two people to take place. So if one side is fighting and you don't respond to it, it's not a fight. Okay, this person is fighting among himself. Should just don't respond. That's all it is. Alright, so let me leave that alone. People should know better than that. Alright, next tweet. Alright, during her time as a working royal, Meghan Markle was very successful and the Queen was impressed by her work ethic. However, many resent Meghan for her achievement and her charisma and decided to bully her out of the UK. Meghan did serve the monarchy, but jealousy and racism. That's it. Yeah. Alright, like I was saying before, look, the few seconds she stepped over there, she did exactly what the royal family was supposed to do. Okay? A few seconds she went over there, she did it beyond, like she was there for centuries. But these guys, they just love to play lip service and then the people buy it and they don't complain. So what the hell? Okay, Duchess of Success, her always composed Meghan Markle tore down under into a triumph for the Commonwealth. The Duchess of Sussex passed her first big royal test with flying colors, not only for the positive headlines and renewed royal fervor, but not for lifting Harry's mood too. Granny will be delighted. Okay, so this is the positive thing they were seeing. They didn't like that. Okay, Duchess of Success, Meghan Markle cookbook raises over £500,000 for the Grenfell Community Kitchen. So that was in 2019. Okay, so it must have been in 2020 when they left. Okay. Yeah, I think it was 2020 because I remember using the word the number 2020 as level balance. I don't know. That's the thing that came to mind when they left. Okay. In style, the Queen is so pleased by Meghan Markle's work ethic that she might bestow her with this rare honor. She reportedly amazed by the Duchess' energy and stamina, given that she is so heavily pregnant. There's that. They're trying to prevent her, giving her all those work while she's pregnant, and she just did it. That's the thing. She's been doing it. It was like nothing to her. Right, Meghan Markle's strong work ethic is reportedly rubbing royal staff the wrong way. I mean, that alone should raise eyebrow in the UK. There she's doing the work, but for some reason they don't like that. Okay, they hated her work ethic while in that cult, and hated is now outside of it. These are some sick friends. That definitely is. She came, and just by being herself, she had overshadowed them all and put them to shame. They were all jealous of her, just like they were jealous of Diana. I have pointed out in the past, the Windsors have never been close to one another and have her worked as a team. Okay, Queen Elizabeth that remind me of this guy who was I think it was historian who was talking about Meghan work ethic during when the Queen died. I have that clip. All right, I think it's a recording of a recording.
Yeah, I think there's another factor here too, that Meghan is a very professional woman, and she's very American in that way, and the male-dominated culture, the royal household, doesn't like the kind of terms that they would use there, pushy and pushy American. They don't like pushy Americans, meaning that they don't like professional people who work hard. And a lot of the Debbie kind of girls who get to work inside the palace work from about 9 to 12 and then take the rest of the day off. And Meghan was very impatient with that. She wanted to see a new work ethic, maybe a work ethic as strong as the Queen's herself.
Queen Elizabeth gets on better with Meghan Markle than Kate Middleton, says royal expert. Ingrid Seward says Meghan makes the Queen laugh. I mean, that's where the jealous went full blown. She's been there for how many years, but she didn't get that same treatment. Remember how Meghan said to Oprah in that particular outing, the Queen offered her that thing, the blanket to cover her leg. Okay, Archie and Lily are definite sparkle. Okay, and Meghan make Lily sparkle. Bye. Yikes, Kate Middleton called lazy by the Queen, nicknames her Duchess of Doolittle. Oh my god. Alright, so there's this. You could pause and read that. I'm already an hour and I'm gonna create another video. Prince William and Kate Middleton slammed for being lazy royal. Lazy snob. They only started doing copying things after Prince Harry and Meghan Markle married. Nobody really put a pressure on them, so why even bother? Okay, Meghan made the royal family look good, but the demons in the palace didn't like good things, so they orchestrated a hate campaign against her. They now have to live with how the universe perceived them, and I'm happy for them. Yeah, I always said the evil originate over there, and each time they do things, it's like they're showing how evil they are. Okay, just bought this as a birthday gift. Meghan Markle did this. Alright, so that's the cookbook. Okay, was it because Meghan sent the AIDS email at 3 a.m.? That and many more. Alright, let's see here. Let's do this one. This garbage. Okay, so let's do this one as the last one for this video, and then I'll start another video. Okay, so I bookmarked mine. Okay, this one I share with you on my community board. Okay, why didn't ask Willie about Meghan Markle's past? He used to watch her on Suit. He knows that. Why he be hating? LOL. So this is the response to that. No, because she had a life before all of this. The royal family went through every effort to ensure that Meghan's previous life was erased from the public domain. To the palace aggravation, her past exists. Her past dispelled the assumption that she was a nobody. She wasn't. Alright, so there's me here again. Let's read it again. Why didn't ask Willie about Meghan Markle's past? He used to watch her on Suit. He knows that. Why he be hating? LOL. Alright, how many people like it? 45 people. Alright, let's read some of that. Alright, so there's me here. So did I. That's the parody account. The Suit released in the US and Canada and has shown them up. They are seething. Yep. Alright, she worked a hell of a lot more than the freeloading royals. Okay, exactly. I love Harry, but honestly, that whole marriage ruined the life she worked so hard to build. I'm glad that they are thriving now, but it's said that she went through so much because she didn't need this much shit in her life. She had a happy, exciting life that she built for herself. That's true. This is why, okay, when you look at it in that perspective, You look at Meghan. I've said this before, but some people may not agree with it. I understand there's no perfect human being, but when you look at Meghan's past, her personally, I'm not talking about extended family or friend or anything like that, just her personally, when you look at her alone without anything attached with her, including her mother, remove all of that. When you look at her own being, it's like perfect. It's almost perfect because she had no stain at all that associate with her. The only thing you could say is that she was married before, but if you look deeper into that branch of her, you learn that certain thing had happened where there's no way she would want to be with that. And then to take it another level as well, from what I've understand, I never really researched that to see if it's true, but from what I've heard, she returned the ring. She mailed the ring back. She didn't keep it. Okay? This is when you look at Meghan as a whole, individually without anything attached to it. But when you start taking little branches of her, different things that associate with her, you could still see how perfect it is. She dealt with it in a perfect way. There is absolutely no way anybody else could be in that position, because if anybody had any stain in their past, you could see how they would have run with it. So therefore, this is why I've always said she was chosen by God for Harry. God knew this is the only woman for Harry. But when you look at other royals, okay, blood royals, not marriage royal, blood royals, okay, when you look at them, what do they have similar to Meghan? Many of them have divorced too. Look at the king. Then the king divorced too. Then he have similar to Meghan. Okay, so they cannot take that. If they're trying to trash Meghan and that branch alone, you could say, oh, what about Charles? Oh, what about Philip? Is it Philip? Anne's son. That's the one I'm thinking about. Anne's son. Then he just got divorced with the wife. How many other royals who got divorced? Okay, that homewrecker got divorced too. So that alone, if you're dragging Meghan with it, you're gonna drag the rest with it alone. But anything else, perfect, spotted, clean, nothing. But if it was another woman who married Harry, there's no way. There is absolutely no way they will sustain that. Okay, with the amount of hate, they want that campaign to destroy Meghan will not, hit a brick wall like that. All right, they could have easily picked something else from another, whatever dirt that was in her past to run with it.
Do you really believe that a campaign was being waged against you?
Yes, I did, absolutely. Yeah.
Why?
I was a separated wife to the Prince of Wales. I was a problem, full stop. Never happened before. What do we do with her?
Can't we pack her off to somewhere quietly rather than campaign against her?
She won't go quietly. That's the problem. I'll fight till the end.
Alright, so Meghan was chosen specifically for Harry. Okay? So that's the way that I see that one. Okay, gorgeous. From her 2014 USO tour alongside Diana Agron and Rob Riggle, they went to Spain, Italy, Turkey, Afghanistan, and England. Alright, so you could check this. This is probably, what is that? Is that a video? Okay, so that's an article. Okay, I'll leave that in the description for you. Alright, you could read that. I'll leave the link in the description for you, but I'm trying to finish up really quickly now. I'm past an hour. Okay, an adult of her age and her wisdom chose with knowledge to marry a prince of the most famous royal family in the world. Well, they dated and it worked out, and Harry saw it, and Harry offered her the ring, to marry him. So it takes two. Okay, it was a requirement that her career was shelved as part of her new role in the family. She knew this and accepted it. And that she's still there, but do the amount of baggage of BS that she sustained in the UK had to come along with it? No, she was doing the work really well. So why do they have to hate on her? That didn't come with the baggage, so she left. Okay, let's see here. She didn't and does not have to accept character assassination. Thank you. She didn't have to accept character assassination and abuse. Like Meghan said, quote, she knew it would be easy, but she at least thought it would be fair. Yeah. So this nonsense, they have to come with it. The nonsense of smearing her name, hire people, investigators to know her social security and all of this to smear her name. No. Okay, truth. Okay, it's from 2014 post she made on Insta. It was a support the truth tour found that with one easy Google search, I think people find it easy to believe awful things than nice things. I don't know the nonsense. People prefer hate. Okay, so that's it, and then I'll do a prayer, whatever's on the screen. She actually the only current member of the royal family that made millions on their own, working in a career. The rest just got money handed down through inheritance. Think about that. Is that Air Force One Meghan Markle was on in the picture? All right, I'll go into that. Absolutely bloody gorgeous. She earned her okay, so that's from the original picture. Okay, she earned her money and reputation. The royal family stole it, and all tax-free. Different times, royal family get used to it. All right, so let's see that one. Well, okay, probably not Air Force One. Yeah, Air Force One is reserved for the president. Okay, it's when the president is in it. Okay, it's Air Force One. Okay. Okay, the plane said the United States of America through Air Force One. Thanks for clarity. But the thing is that, okay, let's do a minor research. When is the airplane is Air Force One? Okay, when is the let's not use president so it doesn't give it away. When is the airplane is Air Force One? Okay, let's see. I think it's when the president, okay, the president is in it. Let's see. Okay, where is Air Force currently? No, Air Force One. Technically, okay, let's see that one. Air Force One is used to designate any Air Force aircraft carrying the president. That's it. But it is now standard practice to use the term to refer to. Let's go into that. All right, I'll leave the link also for you guys. Okay, it's when the president is in it. All right, so if let's say the US is carrying other people, or let's say that particular personnel or whatever, it could still say United States of America. It's not Air Force One. Okay, the president is not in it. It's when he's in it. All right, let's see here. The president of the United States must be ready to travel anywhere in the world on a moment notice. Fortunately, modern presidents have access to a variety of transportation options, including flying aboard Air Force One. Technically, this is the part here. Technically, Air Force One, that's in quotation, is used to designate any Air Force aircraft carrying the president. Okay, so this is that. Okay, so I was right. Okay, but it is now standard practice to use the term to refer to specific planes that are equipped to transport the commander-in-chief. All right, so in other words, any other airplane that has the commander-in-chief in it is Air Force One. Okay, so it's when the president is in it. Okay, the current president, the one who raised his hand and said pledge allegiance or whatever, who sworn, who did his oath of office or whatever. Let's say, for instance, right now, 2023, President Obama is in one of those airplanes. It's not Air Force One. Why? Because he's not the current president. Okay, this is the difference. All right, so let's do a prayer. Okay, so this is a link I need to put on for you guys. Let's prayer for, I'm thinking of knowledge. What term can I use for the word achievement and clarity? I think clarity. I want to use another word, but I can't think of it. But where someone could think clearly. So clarity. Let's see what popped up. Okay, thus, Lord, I ask that you lead me today and give me guidance, direction, clarity, and wisdom into your truth. God, order my steps by your Holy Spirit. Let your word guide my choices and let me not go ahead of you. I humble ask for your guidance and direction today as I go through life. Okay, so let's pick an image. Either what's here or the first one. So let's see here, Isaiah. Okay, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Okay, so let's stay with that. All right, let's pick the other one as well. The first one. Dear God, grant me clarity of mind and heart. Please help me to see my path clearly and to understand my purpose. Guide me toward the right decision and action and give me the courage to follow them. I pray in Jesus' name, amen. You know what that remind me? What I was reading on the street when people, those bots account are creating to impersonate the Sussexsquad. Okay, once you know your purpose, you realize this is not what you all about. Okay, and just don't follow bots. All right, so they could follow you for all the month. Who cares? They could follow me. I could easily block them myself. So you don't follow them, so you don't get nonsense coming down your timeline. Many times I block the royal family. They must have some sort of a thing where for the royal family, when they put their nonsense, they want people to know about it. Whoever blocked them, they could still see it. You will not believe how many times I blocked them, and I'm still seeing some of their nonsense. All right, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. New subscriber, welcome. All right, so I need to do another video, and I'm gonna be going on camping this weekend, so I need to create as many things as possible. Couple videos for you guys while I'm gone. All right, so that's it.
I don't think that's necessarily beneficial to anybody, but you know, our mental health campaign, Heads Together, back in the UK is a classic example of where we were able to bring together 8 charities within the mental health sector.
With your mic.
I'm so sorry.
No worries, thank you. We were able to bring together 8 mental health charities that have been working in the sector for many, many, many years, but being able to bring them together and say, right, you guys have never sat around a table together and discussed the main issues. What we want to be able to do now is, through our foundation, create a platform in which your expertise and your experience is elevated. And therefore, you tell us what needs to be done around mental health within the UK and globally. And they said, if you can remove the stigma, that makes our life a lot easier. So that's exactly what we did. We tried to remove the stigma and tried to normalize the discussion around mental health.
So in some ways, the past, and that's the protocol may have been lending your name and using your name to create a halo around the organization that would benefit it. And it sounds like the younger royals are more about more than just name association, more direct action and involvement. So do you feel you're more hands-on? Is that fair to say?
I think in today's world, you have to be. I think you have to be much more hands-on, and also.
Why? I mean, why do you have to be? You could have done it the same way. You could have had 200 charities and been a patron of them. I mean, no one would have thought any different.
No, but if you end up working individually for, let's say, 200 charities, in today's world, I think that kind of dilutes the impact that you can have. What our foundation is all about and what our platform is all about is encouraging people to come together, to work together, so that there's less competition within that sector, whether it's financially or otherwise, and saying, right, guys, you're doing the same thing. Please, let's get around a table, talk to each other, work it out, and come up with a long-term strategy.
But doesn't this seem obvious? Like, why haven't other people done it then? So you've created, with your brother and sister-in-law, the Royal Foundation. Okay, you've started a charity. My first question would be, do we need another charity?